So yeah, back to leveling up. Yeah, my right side of my headset was really pressing hard against my ear, and there was maybe some chafing involved, so felt like a break was in order. It's not usually that bad, but when I've been wearing the headset for longer periods of time, it starts to build up. And prior to starting this recording, I had been using it in the few days prior pretty consistently, even though I do have another headset available. But because this one's wireless, I try to use it when I'm because it allows me to stay mobile while I listen to a podcast or something, whereas the other one has to be plugged in through a wire system, so it's not as liberating to use it, even though it's more comfortable on my ear. First world problems. And pinned. Did we have some sort of item that required level 61 ninja to equip or something along those lines? Because I seem to vaguely remember that something like that might have been the case. But I'm not sure which item in question it was. Okay, now the Tombs of Endurance should be fully stocked here. So we might be ready to possibly start a new character again. Alright, that's one item. What was it? It's 4 levels until we get used to the Vase of Pain. So I don't think it was a weapon in question. And we recently changed our armor. It's neither one of these. Nor this one. Maybe I was mistaken then. Yeah, I guess we could go with that. It's interesting that at the moment we got the mandatory request from the guild, this was added to the Tavern Keepers list. I'm guessing that it's not a coincidence, because this list is actually items that are randomly discoverable inside the dungeon by picking them up when you stumble on them. So for the guild to give a mandatory return with this item here request, I think it might spawn it randomly somewhere in the dungeon, and that's how it suddenly shows up here. Sorry about that. That was my lungs finding unwanted guests arriving. It's now 67 when I get the shiny new toys. I think I get my, well, not the second extra attack, but my fourth attack at that level when I change over to using a weapon that allows me to attack 3 times per round, because I already have 1 extra attack from my levels. really remember when the second extra attack was given to the Ninja Guild. I have two vague memories about it, and they were either 80 or 100. I think the 80 was the more plausible one. Did I just hit 4 times in a row, or is that 2 combat rounds? Surely it can't have been level 60 something. Well, fuck me. 2 extra. Well, now I feel a bit silly, but I'm pleasantly surprised. So I have 4 attacks all around now. How did I miss it? Well, I guess I didn't miss it because I noticed this, but... When I was still level 61. Did I hit 4 times then? Or did I just recently level up past? I guess it's possibly when I returned the mandatory request and leveled up, that's when I got it. That would make too much sense. I'm guessing that's it. But this place is at an interesting place because I had originally planned on leveling Ninja until I got the second extra attack, and then change it back to Warlock. I figured it would be until level 80 to 100 before I got to do so. But now it looks like I could possibly do it immediately. I think I'm going to keep playing as a ninja until possibly until level 83, because that's when I get the Amulet of Health. And that's not class restricted, so I can use it once I change my guild back to Warlock. Why are there lesser red dragons on dungeon level 8? That doesn't make much sense, because I already find red dragons on level 6. No chest. Well, let's try this again. And no item. Only money. Well, I do want to keep killing the flame dragon. To get the burning blade from him. That's a really nice weapon. You should be able to fully heal in this room through the use of life drain. It doesn't very fast to do so. It's too much of a good idea to not do so, because having full hit points also means that we don't get hit as much. I'd rather not fight against raids if I don't have to. Do I have enough spell points to cast resist drain or resist paralysis? I do. So let's take these precautions before doing so, but the numbers not that great, but still better than 0. Because the raids paralyze and drain, so it's a horrifying notion to not have resistances and going against them, because a lucky hit will paralyze you in place and then they'll just keep hitting you for, I don't know, 10 damage per hit and go through your 400 hit points until you die, and with each hit they'll drain stat or hit points. So basically looking at minus 40 stats for getting stun locked by them. More this weird thing should be a frost giant lair. Let's not go fight against the Dracules. Worse than the raids. But they're not that far away from getting pinned. Should possibly get enough experience from this corridor. Reach the pink status. Yeah, easily. So let's go back to the surface then. And level up twice and get somewhere closer to 67. This one should be a cursed item, yeah. I don't think I have stored one of these. It is not on this character. So I guess I could try and store some of those tombs of endurance here. Because the shop is already filled up with them. So we'll get a bad deal, and we naturally need those for a new character. I think we do have this Mythinite chainmail already in the store. It's the plate mail that I'm missing, yeah. Well, that's actually its slow requirement, quite high. There's a dagger that cost 50,000. And daggers are generally not class restricted, so I might want to find identify it to see what it actually is. So I might be able to use it on the artisan, but that's not actually the case. But it's definitely not a bad weapon for swings. It's good to have it in the store. I might one day get to use it. That would be great. Yeah, the bulletin board starts generating some higher level quests now because of camera. I have taken my Artisan Explorer to deeper levels. And the lower the dungeon you've been to, pretty much dictates what level of random quests starts spawning and why we're also getting some expensive items pop up in the tavern. It's not really that great because I can't survive at dungeon level 20 something where those quests have their targets at. But it's kinda useful for the tavern keeper because some of the rarer items from the deeper dungeon levels that it will then spawn or be able to spawn can be useful at even lower levels, especially the spell books. That just can be donated to the guild and running spells that way. There are some really useful ones, such as the Open Mystic Portal spell from the Grimoire of Portals. Because normally you would have to go to dungeon level, I don't know, 18 or 19 to be able to find it, possibly. But now if I'm lucky I can buy it for something like 40,000 from the tavern. And after that I'm no longer bound to using the crystals of mysticism to return back. But yeah, my DPS has really gone up, or should I say damage per round rather than damage per second. Now that I have 2 extra hits. And it's really showing in how much damage I keep taking per battle. And it's giving me a greater chance of eliminating everything in the first combat round, so that they never even have a chance of damaging me. And it's really useful against those groups of 3 dragons. Because they actually deal real damage with their breath weapons. But deeper down in the dungeon, the enemy groups start closing at dungeon level, I don't know, 11. There will be caster groups that are 4 or higher in number. And that's when the damage intake really starts to spike up, because they can blast spells that still deal something like 100 points of damage even after the resistance spells have been cast to protect against them. And that's not very nice. There will also be the groups of like blue wyverns, which can come in 2 groups of up to 3, I guess, so maybe even 6 per fight, and they all breath cold and hit in melee as well. And all in all, the extra attacks start becoming really nice at those levels. Because I don't really have a self-healing ability with this character yet. If I did, then I'd just have to get myself a spell point regeneration thing and be good to go. But for now I don't really plan on multiclassing into classes that give us minor healing or something along those lines. There's only 4 elementals and I took insane amounts of damage because of their special hits. And because I was damaged, I couldn't land my hits on the magician, so that's what I'm fighting against, so to speak. And it's something of a shame that I haven't yet been able to find the book that gives me the Silent Soul spell. Because that would be useful here. It's a single target life draining attack spell and do something like 30 to 40 damage. And restores you basically half of that sum as hit points. So against single targets it's better healer than life drain is. Even though it's slightly more expensive to cast. And pinned. I guess these haven't really respawned yet. Hellhounds. Sure, let's get burnt by some hellhounds. And it was dangerous of me to attack them on a reflex, because I'm not. Let me remind myself. I'm not playing as the Saris. Done screen. I was really forcing myself to stay this deep when I'm already pinned and could die to a single attack basically. I need to go even deeper if I want to find something useful. Well, maybe I could be able to find a belt might get off one, whatever that one belt was that the store is lacking, which I could possibly use already. But yeah, level 67 ninja. They both have 8 charges already. I basically want to have a spare in my inventory because I don't yet have the spell to open the Mystic Portal myself, so I have to rely on these items. And if I only have one with multiple charges and the thief comes and takes it, then there's really no option of getting back to the city alive easily when I'm deep in the dungeon. And that would mean that I would have to die, I would have to lose all the carried gold, and then I would have to pay money to resurrect myself, and then I would get some unnatural aging as well. So, Tewaza of Pain gives us 5 attacks, but it doesn't have a good damage multiplier compared to the Crystal Sword. But it hits one more time, so I'll probably want to use it because of that. So I don't think there's a better option. Yeah, sure. Let's buy it. And was that the only upgrade waiting for us? Possibly. Now I can start using these boots. So that's nice. No. A sash. That could be useful. If it's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah. It is. But it has 6 and 9 modifiers, so it's a good upgrade over this one. But I don't have enough levels for it. Well, that's going to complicate a bit. And my bank is full, because of course it is. So let's buy the Dolan sash back. But yeah, it's nice that we now have one of those. So level 67 achieved. And 83 until I get to use the Amulet of Health, so a lot more grinding to do.